Okay, so let's talk about something that gives people the ick after the narcissist or after narcissistic abuse. You've been discarded, the relationship is technically over, but somehow they're still watching you. The likes, the views, you can blatantly see them. The anonymous story watches, and you know it's there. The friend of a friend that's suddenly following you, or maybe the eerie, lingering feeling that someone has their eyes on you. So why would someone discard you and still want access into your life? This, my friends, this is what we're going to be talking about in the video. Hello, my friends. I hope that you're all doing really well. So in this video today, we're going to be talking about why they are still watching you, why they still want access to you. Now, I know I've done a few videos into this topic, but to be honest with you, this is one of the most popular topics that I keep getting asked. And it's always like, should I say something? Should I respond to a Hoover? Should I, I don't know, send a letter or a text just telling them to go away? And this is such a popular topic on this channel. So I really just wanted to expand this a little bit more into why this is going on. And when you understand why this is happening, you're going to be like, oh, okay. I get it. I get why they're doing this and it's not okay, but you might even feel quite intimidated by this, but by the end of this video, you're not. You're going to understand it for what it really is. Okay, so the first thing that I want you to know is that the discard isn't real. It isn't closure. The relationship isn't over. And the reason for this is because they have something called an attachment disorder. All right. And when you have an attachment disorder, you don't attach onto that person in a healthy way, but you also don't detach from that person in a healthy way. So the whole interaction becomes very difficult and also causes a lot of misunderstanding, because when someone, ends the relationship or doesn't want to speak to you anymore, stops communicating with you, like, that's it, isn't it, really? You kind of like, go, okay, cool. Well, you didn't want to speak to me. You don't want anything to do with me. So okay, I'll give you that space, I'll understand that, and I'll probably never hear from you again. But when you've got you've got the narcissist still watching you, they're making some sort of contact, you're like, oh my, like, what the hell is this? It's not a clean break that you deserve or that you understand. They don't end things with respect. And also, if you really think about it, this is an invasion of your privacy in some way. It's a pause. It's a pause in their twisted game. They want you frozen, grieving, hurting while they move on. And they are blatantly showing you that they are moving on. And they watch you from the shadows, because even after the discard, they see you as theirs. And see, this is the issue with the attachment disorder. So what is really going on here? Well, the narcissist's ego can't let you go. Narcissists are obsessed with control and image. So when they discard you, they often seem very superior, or they're not bothered to what is going on. And they kind of also show that they are moved on, that you were nothing in their life. And also, think about it, they also do the smear campaign. So they're making everyone see it, that you were the issue, not them. So this is all about their image. This is all about their inflated sense of self. And what happens is that your healing threatens this illusion. So once you understand what's going on, once you see past this, you see the illusion, you see what's going on. And then that's what threatens them, is you understanding, seeing what they are doing. If you post something wise, something joyful, something empowered, they need to see it. Why? Because deep down, they're still comparing themselves to you. They're checking if you've moved on. They're checking if they can still come back and make an impact in your life or get your emotional validation. They know that if you're suffering, then you can't be moving on, then you are thinking of them. And they'd be really happy to know that you are suffering and trauma bonded and upset. They want this to happen. Another reason why they watch is because they want to know that they can still get some sort of validation from you. They want to know whether they can come back into your life. When is the right time? When is it that your guard is going to be down and you're going to be a bit more vulnerable? They're watching you to measure how emotionally open you are. Have you posted anything nostalgic, perhaps about them or the relationship or anything about them? And are you vulnerable again, basically? They're not watching because they care, because they've made a change, or because they're sorry. No, that's not what is happening here. They're watching because they're calculating. They're waiting for the right time. They may not come back now, but they're storing that information for later. That's what they're doing. They're just watching, waiting. They're like preying on you. Your energy was their mirror. Here's the part that people overlook. You reflected something back to them, something that they crave. Love, empathy, compassion, understanding, patience. They crave this. They want this, but they can't create it themselves. So what do? They extract it from others. And this is really important to them. So after the discard, they miss this reflection. They try to create it by watching you, by taking on your energy, like your life force energy. They'll watch you to try and grab that from you, to extract it. That's the part that everybody misses. Yes, it's eerie. Yes, it's weird that they're watching you. But at the end of the day, they're doing that because they're trying to extract the essence of you. They miss that. They want that. You didn't supply them with attention. You supplied them with identity. They found themselves through you. They don't know who they are. And they mold themselves to people around them. They wish they knew, but because that part of them, when they were growing up, they never had a time or a space to be able to develop their own identity and their own sense of self. So they reflect that in others. They see what someone else has got and they want that for themselves. Now they're watching because remember, they were pretending to be like you. They were pretending to be that person that you wanted them to be, that they thought you were. The energetic cord. And I don't want to overlook this one because I think this one is really, really important. But there's something energetic here. Okay, in the last bit that I've just said, honestly, they're watching to get your energy, your essence. But there's the energetic cord that you bond with them. They're not just physically watching you. You know what? Sometimes you can feel them. And I know that a lot of you do, because we've spoken about this in our sessions, that a lot of clients still feel them. They even dream about them. It's a tug in your chest, isn't it? That memory resurfacing randomly. Sometimes it's the residue of the soul contract, of the trauma bond. You don't owe them access, energetically or otherwise. And that is what you need to remember. You don't owe them anything. Block, delete, cut cords, my friends. Because the longer that you stay in this interaction, the longer that you think about them and feed them this is what is going to give them that energy, that fuel, that source that they are looking for. So this is where you've got to stand up for yourself and protect yourself, because this can carry on for years and years after that person is gone. And you know what? It doesn't get any easier. Sometimes these bonds can get stronger and the comeback is inevitable. But the thing is, it's going to only damage you and take from you. You're not responsible for their inability to let go. You're responsible for your own healing, your own joy, and your own peace. So what do you do if you suspect a narcissist is still watching you? Well, you need to do something about it. You need to act. Don't panic. And don't worry, just do the things that we have mentioned in this video, okay? Because this is going to really help. Don't hide your glow. Don't stay in your house and not be able to leave it just because you feel like someone is watching you. Let them see the healing that they tried to prevent. Let them watch you rise. You don't need to shrink yourself just to be able to be okay for someone else. Don't do that. This is about you and this is your life. And you need to be able to move forward and level up from this. And if that presence starts to get too heavy, do the work to clear it. Journal, meditate, protect your energy. You don't need to carry what they refuse to release. Okay, spiritually, emotionally, you can do this. And remember that being watched by someone who has discarded you isn't a compliment. It's a reflection of their emptiness. Remember, they need you. Not you need them, they need you. So understand that this is the other way around. This should empower you. If you are someone that is going through this, please know that I do offer one-to-one consultations. Please see in the description box for more details. I also go live on this channel once a week as well. And if you have liked this video, please do give it a thumbs up. And also, if you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.